So, welcome everybody. The restorative yoga class of today. We're going to start seated. Please come to find a position where you can sit with a long spine. You can choose to sit on a bolster and gently tilt or a pillow or a blanket or a corner of a blanket like this, pointing forward, so that you can tilt your pelvis forward a little bit. You're sitting in the front of your sitting bone, and that will allow your whole back and spine to be long. And then take an inhalation. Bring your shoulder up to your ears, back and down. Do it 2 more times. Inhaling, circling the shoulder back, and with the exhalation, just let it drop down. And the last one, really exhale, really let the thought go, let the day go. Allow your arms to rest on your thigh, and just slowly start to make circles with your upper body around. Hands can face the ceiling or your knees, whatever feels nice. And choose a movement of the circles, what suits you today. So if you want it big, you make it big. If you want it small, you make it small. But start to shift your attention towards your sitting bone, towards the sensation you're creating as you're moving around, and towards your breath. And allow your breath to give you the rhythm. So with the inhalation, you move in the front. And with the exhalation, you move in the back. And then find the center and change the direction. Again, inhaling slowly, exhaling slowly, and allow the breath to make your rhythm. Dance with the rhythm of your breath. Inviting it to be gentle, deeper, and soft. Make one more round, trying to make it even with the other side. And after your exhalation, find the center and come up, sit up tall again. Turning your palms towards your knees. And with the inhalation, you bring the chest forward, tailbone rise. Head can do what feels nice. And exhale around yourself. Really pulling in the belly, rounding completely the back. Inhale, coming forward, opening and stretching the front of the body, and exhale round. You can have your mouth open as you breathe, practicing ocean breath if you're aware of it. If not, then we will learn it in a moment. And again, dance, move with the rhythm of your breath. Staying with the sensation, moving slow vertebra by vertebra. There's no good and bad, just the sensation. And after you had your next exhalation, rounding your back, we're gonna meet in a neutral position as you inhale. Sit up tall again. And as you exhale, bring your hands on your lowest ribs on the side. The thumb is behind you and the index finger in front of you. And then try to ease the shoulder. If it's too much pulling on your shoulder today, you can also have the outside of your fingers against the ribs or the palm. Thumb behind you will help you to feel the back ribs moving with the breath. And that is what we want. We want to invite the breath towards our fingers. Inhaling, expanding the rib cage. And exhale, allow the ribs to move back slowly towards your spine. Again, no good or bad, just the sensation. Observing what's happening. Inhale. Feel the ribcage expanding. Feel your fingers, the touch between the fingers and the ribcage. And with the exhalation, how the ribs moving back towards your spine. Inviting the breath towards your thumb as well as you inhale in your own rhythm. Softening the jaw, the lips as you exhale. Open my mouth like you would fog a mirror in front of you. Same inhale towards your thumb, mouth open, gentle A shape, jaw relaxed, and exhale, create a sound at the back of the throat, a sound as you exhale. 2 more times. This is the so-called ocean breath. Using the ribs, the full capacity of the lungs, and gentle contraction in the beginning of the throat, creating the sound of the ocean. Last deep inhale towards your thumbs. And exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart. Same breath. Today, keep your mouth open. Inhale, open your arms to the side. Horizon breath, it's called. The palms are facing towards the ceiling. And exhale, air. As you bring the palms back in front of the chest. Inhale, ah. Yes, very nice. Moving slow with the breath. Exhale, air. You want the movement and the breath to completely synchronize. And listen to the sound of your breath. Yes, beautiful. Last one. Move the arms in the line of the horizon. And exhale slowly with an air sound. Air is longer than the ah. We want longer exhalation. And then lower your hands. Yes, very good. And change the leg position. If you were sitting cross-legged, take the other one in the front. If you were sitting on your knees, then you can stay, or you can do it all in a chair as well. We're gonna stretch the muscles between the rib cage. We do all this exercise to get more mobility in the ribs, back, front, so the breath goes deeper and easier. Because the quality of the breath determines the quality of the mind. The better we breathe, the calmer and more focused we stay. Have your right hand in front, left hand in front of you, right hand either on the pillow, ground. Inhaling, lift your left arm. Reach, my arms are long and fingers pointing towards the ceiling. You weight your inner thigh, upper thigh, as you're going towards the right side. Keeping your arm in line with your ear. Stretching the side, holding the breath, except if you're pregnant, then you breathe, and exhale back. If it was too much holding, then you come back a little bit earlier. Inhale, right side. Reach, lengthen, weight yourself, weight your sitting bone at both sides as you leaning to the side. Yes, create that nice long line, stretching the side, the muscles between the rib cage. Exhale back. I'm tricking you, talking more so that you stay longer. That's good. Inhale. But if it's scary to not to breathe that long, then you breathe, then you come back earlier. Inhale. Weight your left sitting bone, lean to the side. The hand on the ground can walk with you to help you in the pose. And then you soften your lips, your eyes. Exhale back. Very good. Last one. Inhaling. Inhale, lengthen. Side. Reaching again. Heavy in the sitting bones, but soft in the eyes, the jaw, the lips. Exhale back. And then we're finishing with the centering breath, where you turn the palms forward. With the inhalation, bring the arms up, shoulder level. Then you bend your elbows, creating a diamond shape above your head. Pause for a second, and then slow exhalation, bringing your arms down and the line of the arms towards the pelvis. Yes. Inhale. Really feel your sitting bone and your arms at the same time, and then just gently bend them. Create a diamond shape, shoulder down, and exhale really slowly. Again, longer exhalation than inhalation. Starting to letting go, starting to shifting towards relaxation poses. Inhale. Yawning is a good sign. It means that you opening your respiratory system. Exhale slowly, shoulders down. And the fingers are just not touching. The thumb is not touching the front of your body. The fingers are not touching each other. 3 more. Humming or singing Om on the way down. Two more times. Inhaling. Elbows bend. Really feel your lips together, but your teeth apart, and the resonance, see what you create inside the body and outside as well. And then just rest your hands. Have your little finger side on your thigh so that the elbows can rest. And notice normal. Bring your breath back to normal rhythm. And notice what's happening in your body. Really weight your arms. Don't hold your arms. Shoulders are in ease. Rib cage is moving with the breath. And check in. Chin a little bit towards your chest. Just a little bit. Allowing the center of your pelvis, the center of your diaphragm, the midriff, I think in Dutch, and the center of your head to be in one line. And then bring your palms together, either in a namaste position or on top of your heart, setting your intention for today. What do you want? Make it an I am ... sentence. Not a do, not an action, but a being, something positive. The intention is the filter of the subconscious mind to see the reality. Make it what you want, not what you worry about. And then take a deep inhalation and sigh the breath out. Just let it go. Allow your arms to rest. Take up any kind of pose which allows you to see the first demonstration. I will show you the pose and then guide you into it. Or if you both know already, you can also start to do it in the meantime. First, we're going to do supported bound angle pose, where our back will be on a little hill, an angle. Either you can reach that with a bolster, if you have a bolster, and then you take, if you have two blocks under, one on this stand, one on the flat stand, and you put a bolster on top of it. If you have one block, you choose a flat stand for the block, and then you put the bolster on top of it. If you have no bolster, then you take two blankets and fold them, starting from this rectangle size and then double folding, so that you have a thicker, long fold blanket. This will be under the back, and you create two of them identical with each other, shifting the second one. I will show you here again. So the folding is chuck, double fold. And then you shift the second one, the upper one, further away so that there is an angle for the lower back. The loose ends are toward your buttocks. Buttocks will be on the ground, and lower back right away here. And the firm ones, which are closed of the fold, those are towards your head. You're going to sit right away in front of the bolster or the blanket, what you have. The sole of the feet will be together. It doesn't need to be close to you. It's not about stretching. It's about pure opening. So you choose the position of comfortable distance with the feet together, and then you fairly pad your leg. Lower leg, upper leg, putting a pillow under, or even fold the pillow like this, so that you really have no stretching feeling in your groins at all. If you have blankets, you can also roll up the blanket and then put that roll underneath. Yes. And then you come to lay down, elevating the head even a little bit more. So either you reach behind you and you double fold the blanket under your head to your shoulder line, so the whole head is supported, or you take a little pillow underneath you. Cover the eyes with something and cover your body. You should have first said cover your body. So you cover your body really, even if you feel now warm, cover it so that you keep that warmth. Warming is a friend of relaxation if your body is comfortable in the warmth. And then you cover your eyes as well. And the arms will come to the side as it feels comfortable. You can check what you like. You can choose to have your little finger side down or your palms up, preferably not palms down. That does not suit the shoulders, it's not comfortable for the shoulder. Palms up or little finger is, most people find it most comfortable. Very important that you feel that what you're creating is comfortable. What I tell you are the general rules, not rules, suggestions. But you have to find your flavor. You have to find your comfort. So just trust that what you're creating is good. Trust that if you feel comfortable, then that's it. Then the pose is working. The ingredients of restorative yoga, most importantly, comfort. Second, silence, stillness, darkness, and warmth. So go create the comfort. And when you have create the warmth, covering yourself with a blanket, create the darkness by covering the eyes, using a scarf or a t-shirt if you have no professional eye pillows, doesn't matter. Anything what you have home can be used. And when you have created the comfort, the warmth, and the darkness, allow the body to stay still. And as a result of all these, silence, which lives deep inside us, might come on the surface. Allow your legs to rest on the support, on the pillow underneath you, not holding it. Allow your belly to soften. Allow your shoulders to melt down away from your ears, gently sinking towards the ground, allowing the chest to open, the throat to soften, the jaws to gently touch, but keep the teeth apart. And the back of the neck is long, so your chin is a little bit more towards the chest, which will help you to turn inward energetically and awareness-wise. Moving away from the periphery of the body, like the sea withdraws from the shore. So do you, withdrawing from the external world, moving towards the center. And like the sea, no matter how wavy, stormy the upper level is, deep inside there is calmness, spaciousness, safety, and relaxation and stillness. Allow your breath to flow in its own natural rhythm. Allowing the exhalation to let go, to sink deeper, layer by layer, towards relaxation, towards your center. Nothing to do. The pause does the job. You just be. After a couple of minutes silence, I will ring the bell and guide you out of the pause. Just be. If your legs get tired or your knees in the pause, feel free to straighten your legs. Don't stay in discomfort. You're doing it perfect. Just be. Slowly, slowly invite your breath deeper in your body. And as you exhale, feel your lower back supported by the blanket or the pillows or the bolster underneath you. Slowly allow the outer world to come to you, to the senses of yours to waken up. The skin touching something, your ears to hear sounds outside of your room maybe. The taste in your mouth. Separating yourself from the space by starting to move your fingers. And then take your arm and with the help of your arm, bring your knees together. So don't use the leg muscles, use the arm to help you. Bringing the knees together and then rolling to one of your side. Left or right, doesn't matter. Side of a choice. Today, feel it. Every time when we learn to feel it, it serves us to choose things what coming from our heart, to choose things what are serving our life. And then on your side, making yourself comfortable, still covered with the blanket. Feel the residue of the pose again. Feel how you feel. And then lengthen your upper leg. And with the power of your upper arm, what you place in front of you, push to the ground, pull in the other arm so that you, for your lower back, a safe way, coming back to a seated position. Yes. We're going to do a supported back bend as a second pose. If you were using the two blankets underneath you, then you just take them across your mat for this time, and your upper body will curl over it. If this is the very first time that you're doing the pose, just take one blanket. This height, this difference between the height, maybe even can be a bolster for some back, depends on the length of your upper back and the flexibility of the upper back. Go for the minimum, I would say. It's equally good. And then build it up. If it feels nice next time, you make it thicker a little bit, but it's not about the thickness. I will show you what we want. Choose a pillow or a bolster under your knees for a support. If you have a blanket over, one you need to cover yourself, but if you still have a blanket over, you can roll it up like this and place it under your Achilles. And now you're going to lay back. There is a hand distance approximately between your lower back and the blanket, because what you want is that the blanket stays under your heart so that your upper body will curl over, your head will be lower than your heart. That will give the benefit of the pose. It doesn't matter the height under the heart. What you want is that the blanket ends on the bottom tip of your shoulder blades, under your heart, under your brow line approximately, and that your arm is above it, to the side, and the head feels comfortable. Chin will point up towards the ceiling. The bigger, the thicker the padding under your heart, the more you are in back bending, and your chin will go also more and more towards the ceiling. Because what you want is from the tailbone till the neck being in an arch. You cover yourself for the heat, and again using something to cover the eyes. How do you know if you're doing it right? Feel. Feel that it's fairly comfortable. Feel that there is no pain in your lower back. If that is the case, you can also choose to bend the knees, and then turn the toes towards each other and allow the knees to fall towards each other. That is easier for the lower back, but because we were already bending the knees so much in the previous pose, today's variation I'm offering with a straight leg. Padding it under the knee also helps for the lower back. And then notice that the head is comfortable and your neck is not flat on the ground. You could slide your hand underneath it. It has an arch. And the beginning of the neck is not touching the ground. The shoulders are just tipping towards the ground, just touching the ground slightly. Your whole back in a nice arch in which the rib cage are moving to the side. Also because it has the mobility from the beginning of the class. And also because you are back bending. This pose stimulates courage and calms the mind at the same time. Take your arms out to the side. You can maybe even turn the palms first towards the ground, rotating your shoulders inward so that the shoulders are rolling forward. Then you lengthen your arms to the side and then turn back the palms towards the ceiling or little finger side. So there is space in the front of the chest, space in the back. The shoulders are not close to your ears. Yeah. If it feels too vulnerable, you can bring your arms closer to your body, but not directly next to the body. You want space between your armpit so that the ribs can move with the breath. Allow again the belly to soften, not holding it back, not holding it in. Just let it be. Allow the breath to dance freely in and out of your chest. Your heart is lifted. Your chest is open. The breath can come in. Life can come in. Love can come in. Your throat is soft. And the head, which is lower than the heart, quiet. You resign as a controller of the world. No planning and judging and doing anymore. Just openness, receiving courageously whatever comes, and be. Allow the pose to do its magic. Receive it with every breath. Nothing to do. After a couple of minutes, I will guide you out with the bell. Slowly, slowly invite your breath deeper in your body. And as you exhale, again feel your lower back on the ground. Find your toes, your fingers again, gently separating yourself. Finding the body back. And then first roll your knees, your legs, so the kneecaps are facing the ceiling. Then as you exhale, gently push your lower back towards the ground. Keep your pelvis still. And one by one, bend your knees. And then roll to one of your sides. Take care that your head is doing okay when you roll to the side. If you had lots of big elevation under the chest, you can help with your hand even to bring your head up before you roll to the side. And then just take the blanket or the bolster which was on your mat away and roll back for a second, for a couple of breaths with a flat back laying on the ground. Knees can be bent or straight, whatever feels nice. Just to recalibrate your spine, to feel how it feels when it's flat. And then roll to the side again, lengthening the upper leg and with the help of your arms, slowly coming up. Moving slow, allowing the head to be the last one which is coming up. And choose a position of comfort where I will demonstrate the next pose, which is going to be legs on the couch or on the chair, or a setup with bolster and blanket blocks, depending on what you have. So if you want to use a chair, you can stop the video and take a chair close by. I will also get a chair close by, but you can just as easily use the couch. A dining table chair would make it, so it doesn't matter really what kind of chair you have. You place that on your mat in a way that it's not slippery, that it stays. And if you have a hard surface, then feel free to take a blanket and place it on top of it. You can do exactly the same thing again with the couch. I will show you in a second. We come to sit in front of it and then you swing your legs up. And I recommend to cover yourself already now, because soon when you're going down, it's going to be more difficult to cover yourself. What you want, before I cover myself, I show you, you want your knees, you want the support till your knees. Even also if you're using a couch, you want your leg to be supported to your knees. And then I will now not cover myself so that you see my body, what's happening, what we try to achieve. You put your elbows down, and when you go down, you're kind of shifting yourself a little bit away from your buttocks actually, so that the lower back lengthens, and then you come down on the ground. Take a pillow under your head and don't put it in line with your shoulder, but tilt it like this, so that the corner will come between my shoulder blade, and I'm supporting shoulder blade, neck, and the head. Check if it feels nice. And you can also choose to maybe curl the corner of your pillow under, so that the head will a little bit more tilted, be tilted, forehead higher than the chin, to help you internalize. Now you cover yourself, putting on an eye pillow. And if you still have like blankets or little pillows over, I will show you. You can take a little pillow and put your wrist on top of it. So your hand is also nicely supported, but your elbow stays on the ground. This would be the pose on the couch. Exactly same pose, legs on the couch, pillow under you, and you curling the corner of the pillow underneath. If you have anxiety issues, really nice to put an extra pillow on top of your belly or a bolster on top of your belly for extra anchoring. If you're in your period, then let's not elevate the legs that high and let's not put things on the belly. Then you can do the same pose with straight leg in front of you, and then you just create this long fold blanket that we had, like 15 centimeter, and you rest your calf on it. Again, till your knee, your leg will be elevated just a little bit, resting on the blanket. Not bringing your leg up high. But if you're not in your period or not more than 3 months pregnant, then this is a really nice pose for the lower back, for the whole back, for the leg. It relaxes the back of the leg, your lower back. It's a little inversion, so it allows your legs to be higher, changes the blood flow, which is also very beneficial for the body. Calms the mind again. And you find comfort. Most importantly, find the comfort. The blanket that you put around you, you can also tuck it under your calf so your legs are staying straight. The arms are to the side, shoulders away from the ears. And everything feels comfortable, especially the head. When your head is comfortable, the rest of the body follows it easier. Notice your legs. Let them rest on the couch or on the chair. Allowing the tiredness to cascade down into the soft lagoon of the belly, and then spoils it over back to earth. Allow the belly just to stay soft. Allow your lower back to stay soft. Allow all your organs in your belly to sink towards the back, towards the ground, as the lower back sinks towards the ground. Spreading on the ground, softening on the ground, sinking into the ground. Your shoulders are soft, your neck is soft, your throat is soft, maybe even swallow to make sure that there is no tension in your body. Your whole body sinks towards the ground. The shoulder, the neck and the head melting down, letting go all the resistance, all the wanting, just surrendering to gravity, surrendering the caring and nourishing of the universe, trusting, being, being in your unique, radiant yourself, a great value to the universe, just as you are. After a couple of minutes silence, I will ring the bell 3 times to guide you out of the pause. Just be. Slowly, slowly invite your breath deeper in your body. And as you exhale again, feel your lower back on the ground. Slowly, slowly come back to the surface of your consciousness. Noticing the outer world. Noticing your sacred separation from the space around you. Your toes, your legs again, where your body starts and where the space around you starts. And then again, make sure that your legs are parallel, kneecaps towards the ceiling. Before, with an exhalation, lower back push gently to the ground, keeping the pelvis still, and one by one, bend your legs, stepping on the side of your couch or side of your chair. And take a breath or two, and then roll to one of your side. What feels nice, what feels natural. Curling up yourself really small, but still comfortable. There's a pillow underneath your head, or maybe your arm used as a pillow underneath you. Knees close to you. You really feel safe and protected and warm and in comfort. And notice how you feel. Notice the residue of the pause. And then just stay in the pause while I read up today's inspirational thought from one of my restorative yoga teacher, Judith Hanson Lasseter. She says, "To live with courage is the highest form of practice." To live with courage is the highest form of practice. It is interesting that both love and courage are said to reside in the heart. When we live by consciously choosing courage, we express life spirit. Today, express your courage by choosing something difficult to say or to do. It need only be a small thing, but it will open your heart. To live with courage is the highest form of practice. Take a deep inhalation and sigh the breath out. Lengthening your upper leg, or if you're too close by the couch, just choose a position which helps you to come up. Again, using the arms, not the lower back, to come up into a seated position where we will not really stay, just finding a pose of long spine, cross-legged or on your knees. And with an inhalation, open your arms out to the side. And with the exhalation, bring it in front of your heart. May we live like a lotus, home in the muddy water. Namaste. Thank you.